Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Rumble just happened a few hours ago. You're probably wondering why am I doing this so late at night? It's like 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. Well, I'm just gonna tell you right now. I was gonna do this a couple hours ago, but I was having Wi-Fi problems. So, I had to wait it out for a bit, try to do a little bit of some resettings here and there. I had to take care of a few things. That's how it works. But overall, Royal Rumble was absolutely crazy. You know, So much crazy stuff happened. So this is what I'm going to tell you guys. This is my review of the 2023 Royal Rumble, and I'm going to let you know right now that unlike some podcasters who have to take about 2 to 3 hours just to rant and give a couple points across, I can do this stuff in just about 30 minutes. So Royal Rumble took place, and it was the third time in the Alamo Dome and the fourth time in San Antonio, Texas overall, and it was absolutely insane. Good moments, bad moments, here and there, but I will say that I have a few things I wanted to talk about really quickly regarding this. First of all, thank you guys for joining in right now. Hey, what's going on, people on YouTube? I see you guys commenting. Keep on those comments going, and go ahead and put in some super chats if you want to. That's up to you. But at the same time, I want to hear your results on all this because I'm going to go through each of the matches that took place regarding the Royal Rumble. It was absolutely wild. We'll kick things off, of course, with the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match. That's the one. It was absolutely wild. It was the longest 30-man Royal Rumble match of all time. Not kidding. And it was just the second shortest 30-person Rumble match in history, right behind, of course, the Women's Royal Rumble match, which, of course, was an hour and 12 minutes in 2019. This was a wild match because what happened here, can we just talk about for a moment that the greatest person in that match was not Cody Rhodes, was not Logan Paul, and absolutely was not Baron Corbin. It was Gunther. Gunther, who lasted literally 71 minutes, the entire thing. He went through the entire thing. He broke Rey Mysterio's record of 62 minutes. I know the actual record when it comes to Royal Rumble match results, being the longest, that goes to Daniel Bryan in 2018 of the Greatest Royal Rumble, but let's be honest, the Greatest Royal Rumble is honestly like a bunch of people just hanging out at a bar, and then nothing just works out. Where they have a couple of drinks, try to pick up some chicks, and then just hits the fan. It doesn't work out, and it doesn't matter. Meanwhile, though, this is actually really good stuff. Cody Rhodes returned at number 30, and I'm going to be perfectly honest. I think that was honestly a dumb decision to do. Number 30. Oh boy, this is the fifth person who's now won the Royal Rumble match from number 30, and I'm just saying. That's kind of overdone to the point where now we're expecting number 30 to be the winner every single year. Okay, folks, if you draw number 30, you're going to win the Royal Rumble match. Yay! Not you. You're the Miz. You're not going to win it. But Cody Rhodes, he came back, lasted about 15 minutes, and won the whole thing. That's his first Royal Rumble win, and as a result, he's going to main event WrestleMania 39 in Los Angeles, which, by the way, folks, I'm going to be attending, and I'm super excited about that. So I'm going to take this moment and quickly look at your comments because I will say the Royal Rumble, the Men's Royal Rumble, I would give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Oh, look at that. New member, Damian D, became a YouTube member. Hey, yeah, that's the thing, folks. Go ahead and hit the join button and become a YouTube member. You should definitely do that because that's absolutely fun to do. And whenever I see that, it just makes me feel better because I see people who are not just my biggest fans, but practically my most dedicated fans. And I want to take this moment and say thank you very much for that. Can we talk about as well? Dominic Mysterio in that Rumble match took Rey Mysterio's mask, probably assaulted him, and tried to rip the mask. And he's like, "Okay, I'm almost there, but come on, please rip this freaking mask off. Come on, rip the mask off. Come, okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna throw it away. That's literally it, folks. That's literally it. That's literally what happened." So Dominic Mysterio attacked his father backstage, ripped his mask off, wore it for a moment, tried to rip it, and literally throughout the entire time he was on his way down to the ring, with that long-ass ramp with the curve, he literally could not break it. So it's like that one time when Robin Williams was doing stand-up comedy and he was trying to imitate somebody trying to put on a condom, and it was absolutely weird. He's like, okay, please don't go away. Oh, new member, Shade the Fox. And by the way, I'll take this moment and say, Shade the Fox, well, thank you for the donation. Holy smokes. This Royal Rumble was good. It's sickening that people called this year's worse than last year's, let alone 2015. Well, when it comes to the IWC, nobody actually is satisfied with absolutely anything. You could take this moment, you could go ahead and drink a bottle of water right here, like I got smart water, and people are gonna just start complaining that I'm not drinking pure water. Or in the other case, I could say, hey, I rooted for my favorite wrestler is let's just say The Undertaker, and someone's gonna go after me and say, hey man, you should say that Shawn Michaels is your favorite of all time. Or in a few other cases, Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans, like last night on SmackDown, refused to high five a kid with Down syndrome and got flack for that on social media. Controversially enough, yeah, she's the one who actually shared a video on Instagram about the time when she said that autism was not a thing. Speaking as a guy with autism, I'm just going to tell you right now, Lacey Evans, autism is a thing. Suck it on that. But that's not enough of that. Thanks once again, Shay the Fox, for the donation, and thank you for becoming a member. Let's see more people become a member. That'd be awesome. The cameos of Booker T, as an example, the Rated R Superstar Edge, and oh my God, Logan Paul. As much as people don't like Logan Paul, understandable. He's done a lot of controversial shit. More recently, he was scamming people out of the crypto zoo something. I don't know what that was, but regardless, can we just talk about for that moment, that one moment when he actually hit Ricochet with a crossbody in midair? They were both on separate sides of the ring. Jump up, flip, and then boom, crash right in front of each other. That was funny. That was really hilarious. I enjoyed that very much. But what I liked about it as well, the men's Rumble match started off with Gunther and Sheamus. Now, that was absolutely cool because when it came to the likes of Gunther and Sheamus, two guys who have been known to absolutely dominate when it comes to the Royal Rumble, and two guys who have great matches against each other. Whether Clash of the Castle, the one time at SmackDown where Gunther supposedly tapped out, but he did not. That was a lot of fun. So I really hope to see a part 3 to their matches. Fingers crossed. I almost flipped you guys off. That was my mistake. Oh my God, look at this comment right here. I'm going to take this and say Christian Miracle. Wow, people always call me that. Look at the top of the screen right now. It literally says Christian Miracle. Could win the Royal Rumble, and someone on Twitter will complain. Actually, a lot of people on Twitter will complain, not because of who I am, but because they'll be like, oh, some random dude from YouTube who's got a practically dead channel just won the Royal Rumble match, and now he's going to main event WrestleMania. Well, if I ever won the Royal Rumble and I was going to go on to the main event of WrestleMania, I would take one look at you haters and I would tell you, Rage, right now, you're just jealous of me because I got the job done and you couldn't. Haha, suck on that. So that's kind of how it works. I would probably say, if I had to rate on a few stars, 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. I'll give them that. 4 out of 5 stars. I know there's a lot of other things that happened in that Royal Rumble match. I'm really trying my best to make sure that I'm not going too far into this because I don't want to be one of those podcasters who absolutely spends so many hours trying to talk about something and then they end up missing the point whatsoever, like that kind of thing. Because you guys don't need to hear a multiple hour thing. You need a short time, get straight to the point, talk about the things that actually matter, and there we go. But before I go to the next match, I want to quickly take a look at your comments about this. And here's an example. Elias or Alias, whatever the case. First of all, how you doing? Seriously though, Gunther is the MVP of this year's Rumble. That is absolutely correct in my opinion. Gunther lasted 71 minutes, and I'll be honest, when he was at number 1, I personally thought Cody Rhodes would be at number 1. But when he was at number 1, I thought to myself, okay, he'll probably last up to like 15, maybe 20. If he's lucky, he might reach 30, or probably not. He ended up making it to the final 2. So that was absolutely cool. And I understand that there was not that many surprises when it comes to the likes. I mean, Booker T, Edge, Logan Paul. There you go. And for the record, it's okay if there's not that many. I mean, you guys seriously weren't expecting like 5 or 10 freaking legends to show up in this Rumble match, were you? Because if you were, oh my God, you were setting yourself up for major disappointment. I am sorry. Setting yourself up for major disappointment like the fans of The Last of Us 2 who thought that Joel was going to be in there for the majority of the game. That's not how it works. Oh, yeah. The Kofi botch was horrific. Yeah, for the second year in a row, Kofi Kingston botched his chance to not be eliminated from the Royal Rumble, but ended up getting eliminated. This is why I'm honestly thinking it's time Kofi Kingston just stops. It's time Kofi Kingston just stops trying to, make that big Royal Rumble save moment because it wore out its welcome. By the way, once again, Shay the Fox, thank you for the donation. And also, Mishaka saying thank you for the donation. I've been a big fan for almost 7 years now. You mean a lot to me. Thank you for everything. Hey, smiley face. You're welcome, Mishaka. It's very nice to be able to perform even on live stream for you guys because I want to do this now. I want to do this. Ever since I discovered StreamYard, I want to do this more. I want to do more live streams for you guys. We could just sit down, talk about what went down in wrestling, and I want to try myself and think about a couple of other shows I want to check out. And if I'm talking fast, it's because I'm nervous as fuck. I should probably not swear too much. Sorry, folks. But once again, Mishaka, thank you very much for the support. 7 years. That's a long time. 2016 is 7 years ago. Thank you very much. I love you guys very much. That's how it works. Oh, look at this. I thought Pat McAfee was enter number 1. Yeah, Pat McAfee is back, folks. Pat McAfee showed up to be on commentary to the utter dismay of Corey Graves. And when that happened, it was exciting. So, but yeah, Pat McAfee on commentary. I preferred him on commentary over competing in the Rumble. Would have been nice to see him competing in the Royal Rumble match? Sure. But in all reality, I think it was perfect for him to show up and do what he does best. That is completely annoy the living hell out of Corey Graves and, for whatever reason, sexually arouse Michael Cole. Okay, we're going to move on now to the next match that took place. Of course, that was the Pitch Black match, the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match between Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. And as you see here, Bray Wyatt defeats LA Knight in the Pitch Black match. Yep, he won the match. That happened. However, I will say when it happened, the lights went down, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on a second. What is this, the Naomi match? I truly thought for a second that Naomi was going to show up. I guarantee somebody probably played her theme song on their phone while they were at the event. Oh, my God, look at this. I'm covered in neon. Oh, look at that. My clothes are glowing in the dark. Hey, let me play this music really quickly. Bring it to the floor. I'm amazing. Amazing. And then they'll just pretend that Naomi returned, and then they stop their phone and realize, oh, hey, for the record, I hope Naomi returns one day. She did not do that. Spoiler alert. But Bray Wyatt and LA Knight, was the match good? Well, that depends on what you're a fan of. If you like the supernatural stuff that was going on with Bray Wyatt, then maybe this match was for you. But for those who just wanted pure wrestling, whoops. That's all I can say about that, is a whoopsie. Whoopsie. So, Bray Wyatt defeats LA Knight, even though at some point LA Knight somehow found a lightsaber underneath the ring. And can I also ask, was that popcorn that was glowing in the dark all over the place when they crashed to the table? Because if it was, oh my God, glow in the dark popcorn, is that going to make my tongue glow in the dark when I stick it out or something? And when that happened, of course, I'd probably say to myself, hey, look, I'm a glow in the dark guy. Hey, Naomi, now I'm going to take her job. But then, of course, Bray Wyatt got the win over LA Knight with the Sister Abigail. But the match wasn't over after that. He continued going after LA Knight. And LA Knight got the lightsaber kendo stick out again. Tried to whack him, didn't work. He even got the high ground at one point. He honestly forgot to say the words. He probably should have told Bray Wyatt, it's over, Bray Wyatt. I have the high ground. And then, of course, he looked up and realized, oh, man, frick. Uncle Howdy's got the high ground now. Maybe that's why LA Knight did not say I have the high ground, because Bray Wyatt was anticipating that and put Uncle Howdy at the higher ground. Well, he tried it. But speaking of, can we just talk about that for a moment? Uncle Howdy leaped off the top of that stage and missed LA Knight completely and blew up himself. That was weird. Stay Loafing TV, new member. Hey, look at that. I'll take this moment and say, hey, welcome to the program. Stay Loafing TV. Stay loafing. I don't know what that means, but it sounds catchy. Whatever it is, I think it's working for you, man. Keep on up with that. Keep on up with what you do. If you do a show called Stay Loafing TV, well, keep on doing that. And folks, go ahead and support that. So I'm gonna go to your comments now and say, before I do though, I'll say, if I had to rate anything, I'd probably say I'd give that 2.5 stars. And the reason I give it 2.5 out of 5, so 50-50. Does that mean it's mid? The reason I would do that is because, well, I understand that the supernatural stuff is fun. At the same time, when you're seeing a wrestling match, you kind of want to see actual good competition. And LA Knight, for what he was worth, he was dominating on the promos. But Bray Wyatt is always portrayed to be this guy who's completely unbeatable, even though he's lost more times than he's ever won, including as the Fiend. And it's gotten to the point where it's just not that believable anymore. You know, I get it. Bray Wyatt, you're cool, you're supernatural, but I'm sorry, dude. You really need to work on your gig. Now I'm gonna go to your comments and let's take a look what we got. The Mountain Dew Pitch Black match is just a marketing match for Mountain Dew's Pitch Black flavor. Yeah, flavor. Yeah, I saw about that, and I at first when I heard about it, I thought when I heard Mountain Dew Pitch Black match, I thought that match was just sponsored by Mountain Dew, but the match was literally titled the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. And you know what's absolutely a little bit bit of a disappointment is why wasn't there Mountain Dew bottles all over the place? But then again, if they were, I'd probably get pissed off because nobody's drinking out of it, even though I don't drink Mountain Dew anymore. But you know, hey, that happens. But yeah, I'm gonna ask you guys, for those in the comments, have you ever tried the Mountain Dew Pitch Black flavor? And if you did, is it good? Like, is it good at all? Oh, I like this. I think Uncle Howdy got drunk from drinking too much Mountain Dew. That's why he missed LA Night. Well, I didn't know you could get drunk from drinking Mountain Dew, but if you can, oh my God, I've been getting drunk all the time on my podcast and on my Sins videos, which, by the way, folks, I'm also take this moment and say sorry again that the Sins videos haven't exactly been coming in lately. I dealt with a really bad case of severe depression throughout this past week due to reasons I'm not going to talk about. And I am trying my best to get myself back on track at this live show and is actually helping me out with that. So I really hope I'm doing a good job with this live stuff because I really want to do more of these. You know, it allows me to perform more on YouTube and get to communicate with you guys. But anyways, if I was truly drunk from drinking too much Mountain Dew, maybe that's why I got so pissed off whenever nobody was drinking out of it. I knew it. Okay. Couple more comments. Let's take a look at this. Oh my God. Did you just say that? Did you really just say that? Uncle Darby Allin. Uncle Darby Allin. Well, that confirms it, folks. AEW's Darby Allin is Uncle Howdy. After all, he did this sort of similar coffin drop, so I guess it counts. Okay. Now, the next match, of course, was the Raw Women's Championship, and that was Bianca Belair defending and retaining against Alexa Bliss. Was the match good? Not really, no. I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars because while Bianca Belair did a good job in the first bits, it seemed like as if they never really went through with what they did in the past. You know, they had a good match that one time on Raw when the year started, but this match just felt off. And I get that Alexa Bliss, she's a little off because of the whole thing with Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. But what was that? You know, I asked that. What was that? What happened? Like, Alexa Bliss is usually better than that. Bianca Belair sure as hell is usually better than this. So, what went wrong? That's my question. That was my question about the whole thing was, what went wrong? Did Bianca Belair get drunk off of the freaking Mountain Dew, or did Alexa Bliss do that? Whatever happened, I was like, that's it? Okay, one single KOD, 1, 2, 3, that's it. And then after it was over, Bianca celebrates with her Raw Women's title. And then Alexa Bliss gets another video message from Uncle Howdy. And no follow-up. That's it. That's it. That was all it, folks. That's literally my review on that match because there was literally nothing else to talk about. I also want to take this moment and say, you got a Christian, grab depression by the throat, keep your head up, don't let it get to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. I love you guys very much. I love you so much. Thank you. It's because of this support that, I don't know, it just means a lot to me. It means the world to me. See these type of comments. My words keep getting mixed up. I'm still very nervous, folks. I'm live, and I don't usually go live, so I'm not exactly used to this. No, I'm probably going to look back at this and then say, oh my God, I was so terrible back then. What did he rate for the okay, Lewis? What did he rate for the women's Royal Rumble? I'm just about to get to that for a moment, but yeah, this is a good point. I like the match, but the ending was like, was that all? Yes, that was all. X Lanzer. Yep, that's it. That was all it, folks. Oh, we got here. You always deliver us some of the best content when it comes to wrestling, especially wrestling sins. Keep on rocking in the free world. Word to I don't know what that. I don't know how to say that. Sorry. Narwar, whatever. Whatever the case, thank you very much. And thank you once again for the $5 donation. And for those who are members, thank you for joining and being members. Hit the join button if you haven't. If you've subscribed to my channel, that's good. But hit the join button. So here's the thing. When you hit the join button, if there's a couple things I want to say. $2 a month, you'll be prioritized and you'll get badges. But $4.99 a month, you could get early access to my content, which could include the new Sins videos that come out. So hit that join button right now. But you don't have to. You don't have to. I'm not forcing anyone to do that. But if you want to and you want to continue to show me support with my channel, because I'll be perfectly honest, some things have gotten bad. Go ahead and hit that join button, and I will do my best to repay you for your great donations and your fabulous behavior. Your attitudes are amazing. I love you guys, and I will say this. I love my haters too, because my haters love me more than they love themselves. That's a fact. But my fans, of course, you guys are the best. Yep. Christian, you got this. Remain optimistic. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I love looking at all these comments. I enjoy it. All right, folks, let's go on to the Women's Royal Rumble match, in which Rhea Ripley started and won from number 1, folks. I want to say right now, Rhea Ripley made a lot of history in this Royal Rumble match. More history than you can think of. Because, for one thing, she's the first female in Royal Rumble history to win from number 1. She's the 4th person overall to win from number 1. She set the record for most time spent in a single Rumble at 61 minutes. Excuse me, a time that she shares with Liv Morgan. And by the way, 100 viewers. I like this. Oh, never mind. There was 100 people watching this, but there's not anymore. It's okay. When it comes to the likes of what happened with Rhea Ripley, again, 61 minutes, shared with Liv Morgan. This is the first time that 1 and 2 actually started and ended the Women's Rumble. That's history. And she also holds the record now for most cumulative eliminations. Hey, shut up! Shut your mouth! I hate tongue twisters. 20. Rhea Ripley has eliminated a combined 20 participants. And folks, yeah, I'm going to also say, like, there was a number of times where a couple of returns happened. Example, Chelsea Green returned. Oh, she's gone. No, I'm not kidding. That's literally it. That's literally it. Rhea Ripley, Rhea Ripley. Chelsea Green was in, then she was out. For other NXT appearances, Zoe Stark, Roxanne Perez. Was that it? Well, if it comes to NXT, probably. But I want to say Michelle McCool. Once again, folks, Michelle McCool was in the Women's Royal Rumble match, and she was sitting there with her children. And she had that look on her face that was like, wait, what? I'm in this? Okay. Oh, look at that. I somehow happen to have my gear on underneath this. But I had no idea that was going to be part of this. Not exactly a good one. But Michelle McCool did a good job with what she was worth. Some other females did not do that good, and others were absolutely forgettable, like Tegan Knox and Emma, Dana Brooke. That's a shame. Just additional bodies. That was all they were. But Damage Control dominated for a majority of the first half. And then when Becky Lynch came in, that also was fun to see that. There was so much eliminations that happened at once. Like when Chelsea Green got eliminated, all of a sudden, Dakota Kai's out. Io Sky's out. Becky Lynch is out. Bailey is out. All that happened within like 25 seconds. A lot of favorites were gone. And then, of course, yes, folks, I'll get to it. Nia Jax. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nia Jax. It's not the fact that she's unsafe. It's just I don't. What's funny about this is Nia Jax showed up before the 10-second countdown even happened. And when that happened, I was like, oh, whoa. I thought for a second when Nia Jax actually showed up, I actually thought that perhaps maybe she was going to show up and suddenly assault everybody and say, hey, I am Nia Jax and I am back in WWE. And whoever number 30 is, you better be careful because I'm going to kick your ass too. And everything. But then all of a sudden they were like, oh, no. Nia Jax is number 30. I was like, wait, what? What? Nia Jax is number 30? Well, what happened to the 10-second countdown? Match is just going on. We're expecting the 10-second countdown for number 30. And then all of a sudden, Nia Jax's music hit. I'm not like most girls. And then the 10-second countdown briefly appeared, but then disappeared. They disappeared faster than those who were victims of Thanos and the snap. So, and Nia Jax was there. She competed in the match. And I will be honest, I did not expect Nia Jax to compete in the match. But when that happened, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Fonz, like, this guy has a good point. Alvin, thank you for pointing this out. Corey Graves mentioned about how superstars interrupt each other while trying to eliminate someone else. Yeah. I've noticed that Corey Graves has a tendency to kind of copy what I say on my Sins videos over the years. So I'm just thinking, Corey Graves watches my content. Shh. You heard nothing. I don't even know why I'm whispering. This is my own podcast. Why am I whispering? It's not even a podcast, honestly. It's just a nice little live show. I'm just quickly talking about what happened at the Royal Rumble. But yeah, Corey Graves mentioned how a lot of wrestlers were just interrupting eliminations. Wow, that's a sin on me. Ding. And yeah, oh my God, this is a good one. I think Asuka got pop of the night. Yes, Asuka showed up and she was under practically her gimmick from Japan, and that was amazing. And of course, speaking of names, can we talk about Piper Niven? Dewdrop is dead. Sorry, I'll get back to this comment in a moment, but yeah, Piper Niven is back. Dewdrop is gone, and it was so good to see her. I heard she was out battling mental health problems, so I will say, like, I'm glad that she's doing better, because if anyone knows what it's like for someone to be fighting with mental health problems, it's, well, this guy. Piper Niven, if you're somehow watching this, which I know you're not, I support you. We support you. We love you. Whatever's going on, hope everything's going well. Anyways, I wanted to share this funny comment. This is honestly comment of the whole freaking show. My hole is back. Whoever remembers that Nia Jax got hit on her ass, ran the ground, and then just yelled "my hole." That was back in the Thunderdome era. In addition to injuring people, the other thing that she was most well known for was that one time when she just yelled "my hole." It got censored on future stuff, but it lives in for everything. But yeah, Nia Jax is back, and I also want to say that more history happened as a result of this, because Nia Jax was eliminated by 11. Repeat, 11 wrestlers. That is absolutely crazy. By the way, someone said, anybody going to talk about Logan Paul Ricochet? We actually brought that up earlier when we talked about the men's Rumble. It's all good. It was awesome. But yeah, Nia Jax was eliminated by 11 wrestlers, and as a result, that broke the record. That broke the record for most amount of people it took to eliminate one person. The record was 8, held by Viscera in 2007 when he was eliminated by 8 competitors. Nia Jax has broken that. It took 11 competitors to eliminate her, although it could have easily just been a couple, but everybody wanted to get rid of Nia Jax because they were like, well, they react to Nia Jax like Kevin Hart reacts to Cake and Jumanji. No! Get out! Get that away from me! Get that away from me! Get that away from me! That's how they do it. Yeah, that's how they react in this case. And folks, for the record, I just want to say, yes, I know I'm not funny. I'm just overreacting, trying to over-exaggerate shit, trying to be funny, and it's not even working. Don't worry. I'm just, trying to have a good time, but I think I am having a good time because you're here with me. So, yeah, Nia Jax was instantly tossed out as a result of that. And the winner was Rhea Ripley. I love the way that she almost got eliminated by Liv Morgan. It had me worried for a sec that Liv Morgan was going to win. I don't like Liv Morgan. I don't like Liv Morgan. Nothing personal, obviously. It's just she just doesn't really impress me that much. If you just think that's bad, you should see Mama Miracle. Mama Miracle literally referred to Liv Morgan as trash. So take that how you will. Rhea Ripley is the winner of the Royal Rumble match and will go on to the main event, or unless she's probably not in a main event, of WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood, which I'm going to be part of with my bro, Long Neck Josh, and I can't wait for that. I personally hope it's Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair, because that's a match for the championship that really deserves WrestleMania, and I really want to see that match. I mean, I'd be cool. I'd be understandable if Rhea Ripley wants to take on Charlotte Flair to avenge her loss from WrestleMania 36 at the Performance Center, but at the same time, you've seen that many times throughout 2021. I want to see Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. So, what do we got here? Yep. Props to Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan going bell to bell. I understand that. So we're going to move on now to the main event that took place, and that was Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. And, well, Roman Reigns retained that against KO, and I'll be honest, when I found out that this was going to be the main event of the night over 2 Royal Rumble matches, I was like, why? Wait, what? How's this? Wait, what's going on here? How's that working? So, and then the match took place. Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens, oh my God, that was brutal. KO was absolutely decimated by Roman Reigns, and it was scary. It was freaking scary. But I thought it was well done. Roman Reigns, yeah, I get it. He got a couple of cheap shots, like a low blow. But aside from that, that still didn't finish off KO. Although KO, oh my God, he tried to do that moonsault from the top rope, but he botched, slipped, and fell. Oh my God. I felt bad for him on that. That's okay. Roman Reigns got the win. Sami Zayn was conflicted throughout the whole thing. Didn't know what he was going to do. But I think we all had a feeling what was happening. Oh, yeah. We all had a feeling, folks. And all of a sudden, well, let's get to the ending, shall we? The ending of that. This branding is literally called The Ending. After the match ended, the rest of the Bloodline showed up to beat down on Kevin Owens. And while quite a number of people were expecting The Rock to show up, and I won't lie, I was kind of one of them. I'm guilty on that. We got something even better. The Bloodline assaulted Kevin Owens, handcuffed him, and then Roman Reigns told Sami Zayn that he should be the one to hit KO with a chair. And then the big moment happened when Sami Zayn betrayed the Bloodline and whacked Roman Reigns with that chair. And when that happened, that crowd, did you hear that crowd, folks? That was wild. That crowd was wild. Absolutely wild. And so then the big moment happened. The rest of Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa attacked Sami Zayn. But then it was Jey Uso who decided, no, this is too much. I'm out of here. When that happened, holy crap. Holy crap, right? That's the best way of putting it. Holy crap. Sami Zayn not only betrayed the Bloodline, but Jey Uso, of all people, walked out on the Bloodline. And here's the thing, is in some ways I'm kind of glad that a few hours ago my Wi-Fi connection was, not doing well, because it allowed me to get more time to process what happened. And now I think to myself, Jey Uso is the most conflicted member of the Bloodline. And he's been there since the first moment Roman Reigns became Universal Champion in August of 2020. In the lead up to the Clash of Champions event, Jey Uso won a number 1 contenders match to challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal title. And I remember even 2.5 years ago, I was like, yes, I'm excited for this, and I can't wait to see how they're going to play this up, because I feel like there's something more to this that meets the eye. And it really was. So when that happened, when Jey Uso walked out, I'm honestly thinking to myself, am I the only one who wants to see Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso at WrestleMania? I mean, I get it. Cody Rhodes, he won the Royal Rumble match, but big whoop. You could still, like, take that WWE Championship away from Roman, put it back on Raw. Cody Rhodes can compete for that one, because no disrespect to Cody Rhodes and his Royal Rumble win, but after what happened with Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and the Bloodline, Cody's presence, even despite winning the Royal Rumble, would just be awkward, because, he's not the one who's like part of this. And it'd be like, okay, this is a little awkward. Hi, Roman. I won the Royal Rumble match. I'm kind of challenging for your title, one of your titles, or maybe both of them. I don't know. I don't know how this works. You think maybe I could? Oh, you're having family problems. Okay, yeah, I'll just see you at WrestleMania, because now that I think about it, with Cody Rhodes being involved with Roman Reigns, as of right now, it won't make any sense to the story. I mean, I get it that, Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble match, and so logically he's got to challenge Roman Reigns, unless Roman Reigns loses one of the titles, and it'd be a lot easier if, Roman faces Sami Zayn or Jey Uso at WrestleMania. Because as of right now, those are the only two opponents out of this current storyline that make the most sense heading into WrestleMania. Sami Zayn, because of what just went down and all the buildup and everything, but I think they're saving that for the Elimination Chamber in Montreal. Jey Uso, because I think the Bloodline and the fall of Roman Reigns should end exactly where it started. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. Oh, Hank the Tank, thanks for the $5 donation, Hank the Tank, and here's your thing. The question is what this will mean for the tag team championship reign between Jimmy and Jey. That's a good point. Maybe Solo will take his place. Perhaps maybe he could. They could freebird that rule. First off, thanks for the donation. I like the mountain scenery on your profile picture. It's really cool. Hank the Tank. No one likes a rhymer as much as I don't like part-timers. Remember that catchphrase, folks? But yeah, the whole thing with Jimmy and Jey Uso, everything is just blown up. The Usos, blown up. Sami Zayn, blown up. Kevin Owens, he's dead. Solo Sikoa, he's just, beating the crap out of everybody. Roman Reigns definitely feels betrayed. Artist palettes in Death Valley. Nice. You got some really good taste. So, after what went down with Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, the Bloodline, that made it understandable for them to main event Royal Rumble, even past two other Royal Rumble matches. And it made perfect sense for The Rock not to be involved. And after that, I'm totally cool with The Rock not showing up. Because at this point, that single 15 minutes rendered everything about Roman versus Rock obsolete. That is my case. That is my take on the whole thing. So, let's say this right here. I think Jay's going to relinquish his title and join forces with Sami, then face Solo and Jimmy for the titles Elimination Chamber. That could also be a possibility, but I think we're going to have Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber in Montreal. Although I would love to see that, some sort of tag action, because, oh my God. Oh my God. That's all I can say is, oh my God. Everything that happened at the end of the Royal Rumble, I was shook up. This is perhaps the best ending to a pay-per-view that happened in recent days. Looking back on everything, I really wish I was there at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. For those who were there, I hope you had a wonderful time. But after what just went down, everything is now must-see TV. And WWE, Triple H, and possibly Vince McMahon, do not fuck this up. We need a great, coherent storyline heading into the biggest WrestleMania, the biggest stadium, and practically one of the biggest main events of all time. Give us the best of the best, because that's what we want. That's what we've always wanted, and that's what we hope to get. Well, folks, that is my take on everything, but I'm also going to take this moment and share this right here. Elimination Chamber, Rhea and Balor versus Edge and Beth, Roman versus Sami, WrestleMania, the Usos versus Sami and KO, Rhea versus probably Bianca, Rhea versus Dominic, Balor versus Edge. Oh, wow. I'll be honest, that's a nice, interesting card. We'll talk more about WrestleMania cards when it's time. But in the meantime, yeah, look at this right here. The Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns himself, is commenting, folks. It's the Tribal Chief. I'm just kidding. No, it's not. It took 2.5 years for Jay to get to this point, long-term booking. Yeah, it really is. It really is. So, I can't wait for what's going to happen. Oh, look at this question. Am I going to live review Monday Night Raw? I don't know. Do you want me to? Let me ask you guys this. Do you want me to live review Monday Night Raw? Do you want me to live review SmackDown? Hell, do you want me to fucking live review AEW? Even though, let's be honest, nobody really watches that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they do. Put in the comments. Do you want me to do live reviews of Raw, SmackDown? Although there might be times where I'm not watching Raw, SmackDown due to being busy with other things. By the way, first off, B-Man the Champ, thank you for the $10 donation. You're awesome. Thank you very much. I love you. How's this for the chamber? KO, ZAYN, and Jay versus the Bloodline. Also cool seeing you again at the Toronto live show. Sorry if I acted too familiar. I was just glad to see you again. Oh, yeah, you saw me at the Toronto event. Which one was it? Was it the one back in December? Or was it this past March? Or was it prior? I don't know. Regardless, there's another event happening in Toronto in March. Although I'm just going to put this out right now. I don't know if I'm going to be at the house show in Toronto in March because I'm saving up on money for a bigger purpose. And I wanted to take this moment and say, that's why the donations mean the world to me, folks. Because if you're donating to me, I'm going to say this right now. I'm not spending it on stupid shit. Everything that you guys donate and a majority of what I earn on YouTube, I'm actually putting toward moving to Virginia. Yeah, I have a plan. And so far, things have been working out for that. So I'm just going to say right now, this would really mean the world if you guys really help me out. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have to, but it feels great knowing that even just so much as that $10 donation means the world to me. So as a result of all that, I'm going to try and give back to you as much as I can because you guys deserve everything. You guys deserve the best that I can give you because you're my fans. I love you very much, and I will never, ever quit on you, unlike most people. All right, do you have a video of Raw is 30? Not yet. However, I will confirm, yes, there will be a Sins video to the entirety of Raw's 30th anniversary, so. Oh, look at this right here. Going to West Virginia? No. Virginia, not West Virginia. Although that would have been nice. Makes sense, though, because Cody wants the most prestigious world title possible, which is the WWE Championship. I agree. I agree with that. That is the title that he really should be having. So, do you think if they can't get The Rock, will Jey Uso challenge Roman for the Universal title since Cody only wants the WWE title? Like I mentioned, I want to see potentially Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, but I also thought Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn, because at this point, those are the only two opponents that make the most sense. Cody Rhodes, the only reason he'd be there is by circumstance, not by storyline. And the only reason Roman Reigns should be a face in anybody is because of storyline, not circumstance. Get what I mean? Recap on what happened at the Rumble. Yeah, we just went through it. So thank you guys once again for appearing on this. Who do I think Bray Wyatt's next opponent is going to be? I don't know, honestly. I don't know where the hell they're going with Bray Wyatt. I really hope they do something better with him, though. So, that's about it for this. This was my review on what happened at the Royal Rumble and my thoughts on everything that went down. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and I'm going to definitely consider doing more of this in the future. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that join button. Turn on the post notifications button, and share this. Let your friends know. Get out. Let's try and get as much people to subscribe here, because I'm going to consider doing other types of live shows. I thought about doing funny newscast or something. I mean, that's just an idea I thought in my head. Probably would never work out, but it's something to consider for the future. But once again, thank you guys very much for everything. You guys mean the world to me. Whenever I feel down and whenever I feel like I don't have anything going on, you guys really help me out. And I cannot thank you enough for doing that. You know, I love to do this. It ain't about the fame. It ain't about all the damn views. It ain't about the money. That's never been about the case about me. Because here's the thing. I know I've been keeping a close watch and everything. I know that my videos hardly average 10,000 views now, especially the Sins videos. But I'm okay with that. You know, I've been doing this for freaking 8 years. I've been doing the Sins videos for almost 10 years now. Eventually someone's going to think this is getting a little old. That's why I want to try and doing other things, you know? So that's why I want to try some new things and explore here and there. And that's also why I would hope to move to Virginia, because I want to quote restart my life. This is a chance for me to restart my life and for the better. So guys, thank you guys for joining me. Always remember to subscribe, and always remember to think optimistically. Yeah, I still got this hat. Gonna get a new one, hopefully soon. But thank you guys very much. I love you. You're awesome. And yes, AEW pay-per-view sins are going to happen again. I can guarantee that. Because if it happens, it happens. And if Tony Khan and AEW try to copyright strike me, well, YOLO. I want to just give you guys the best that I can give you, because you guys mean the world to me. Love you guys. Good night. Hope you enjoyed the Royal Rumble. And I'll see you guys in the next video.